We stayed at T.O. Fuller State Park in Memphis, Tennessee. One big problem with the park is it smelled like sewage. It had just had a heavy rain, and other people have complained of this. A lot of times it was a mild smell, but sometimes it was very strong. The park is located near a wastewater treatment plant. The park had newer restrooms and showers in the back there. It was pretty quiet. There were a lot of empty spaces. There were lots of trees. That's our space right there. There were also newer metal picnic tables. They had a nice small pavilion and a playground. Many of the grills at the sites had rotted and there were just empty poles sticking up. There's a rotted trail sign with an empty grill pole there. They had a trail that left right out of the campground, but the trails need some upgrading as well. All these wooden stairs were rotten and falling apart. The trail surrounded the park and you could follow it for probably 5 miles. We went about a mile in each direction. One walk, this tree was blocking the path, but the next day it was gone. So they are doing some work on the trails. Hopefully they'll take a look at this bridge soon. The trails were well marked with these orange posts. The trail leads to the C.H. Nash Museum, where it comes to this fire pit that could use some updating. And it has a picnic area, but a lot of the picnic tables are kind of rotten and could be replaced. The museum contains artifacts from the Chucalissa village out back. Chucalissa means abandoned houses, and this area was settled and abandoned a few times by natives of the Mississippian culture known for mound building. The platform mounds were used for ceremonies and for houses of native leaders. The museum also has a trail out back, and it shows you what a bluff is. There seems to be no consistent definition of what a bluff is other than a rounded cliff, but this leads you to the edge of one, and in this case it was formed by loess or wind-blown silt. It is not well compacted and leads to heavy erosion. The Mississippi River used to lie at the base of the bluff, but now is several miles north. This trail could also use some renovation, as it also has some rotten wooden steps. The park has an overall impressive day use area. It has a number of shelters that can be reserved, and picnicking areas. Again, it could use some updating with some rotten wood and rotten picnic tables needing to be replaced. It has this baseball field, this shelter near the pool. The pool is in the background. And this is a concession stand. The website said the pool was closed for the 2024 season due to staffing and maintenance issues. The park is located next to a large residential area. It seems a shame not to have this pool open. There are 2 tennis courts. It would be nice to add pickleball lines. Only one of them had a net. They had restrooms that were being kept up and were open. And there were some nice looking basketball courts. With a little maintenance, this could be a great park. Above the recreation area is the Shelby Bluff Center that can be rented as a venue. There's also a history of the park that was built in 1938. It was the first park east of the Mississippi open to people of African descent, and this would be only one of 2 state parks available to Black Tennesseans until 1962. In 1956, a golf course was built in response to members of the Black community challenging their exclusion from public courses. The golf course closed in 2011, and they're working on turning the old golf cart paths into trails, but unfortunately their new material is quickly eroding. Well, that's it for this post. See you next time!